Hello, I'm Dan Salzer with Pemmy Baker TV, and welcome to another edition of This Week in Plymouth, your recap of everything happening in the town of Plymouth. On Monday, August 22nd, at the Select Board meeting, many different items were brought up for discussion. One of the biggest topics of discussions was the parking issues happening at the post office. Amanda Carlton from the post office approached the board regarding this issue and the lack of parking for her employees. After her remarks, members of the public were invited to talk before the board to discuss their issues they've had with parking downtown.
We are civil servants. We are here for the community. We're here for all of you. We make sure the mail goes where it needs to go, certified letters for taxes and dogs and all that good stuff. With that being said, I have never seen parking so bad. And it's not just for post office, it's for everybody here. And from what I thought from the prior postmaster was that we could park up at Peace. And that was only verbal. I could not find anything in writing. Now, what I thought was our only parking is no more.
I know that there was some verbal, as you mentioned, a verbal agreement around the 4 spots. They're not interested in honoring that verbal agreement.
He told me that we should not be parking up there as it is a liability.
Some potential ideas, if we could look at a couple areas and get back to the board.
But I also appreciate you listening to me, all of you.
Downtown parking is a complicated issue.
Yeah,
Very.
Yeah.
especially with next summer.
I know this was a particularly hot button issue even on Facebook this past week. Is there anybody from the audience who wants to speak related to parking? I wondered if there was.
So my name is Angela. I'm the owner of Angela's Cut Above on 47 Main Street. One question that I have is why isn't the whole town metered? Like from Yamas all the way down to Samahas is free parking. Why do my customers have to pay, but the customers down there do not?
I'm a resident of Plymouth.
What's your name?
Michael Renkert. We have a whole ton of
Thanks,
free
Michael.
parking at the Rumney Post Office, just to let you all know. Wondering why the parking meters were set up this way instead of like the way Concord has it, where they have kiosks and you go and just pay with a card.
So I'm Yvonne Wolfson from Wolfson Jewelers. We're experiencing the same problems as Angela's Cut Above, where basically every parking spot across the street is free for 30 minutes. They can't chalk tires. I have to kick someone out of my business to literally not get a $30 or $50 ticket, depending on which spot I've chosen to take.
What locations have we looked at for a parking garage?
We've looked at behind the senior center. We have PSU we've talked to around the Silver Center as well. No interest in that.
Another hot topic of discussion at the Select Board meeting is the issue of dust, large trucks, and speeding on Bell Road. Some of the citizens that live on Bell Road came before the board to find ways to address the problem.
Right, next up we have a petition related to Bell Road and a call to action around dust mitigation.
I'm Kristen Carmen. This is my daughter Lila, my husband Jay, and our son Jace. I submitted some documentation to the board. If you've had time to review it, I'm happy to answer any questions about it. But I can provide a recap. We moved to Plymouth about a year ago. Obviously, it's a wonderful community. We've enjoyed it. We didn't realize how busy Bell Road was or how dusty it becomes through most of the summer months of the year. There are no speed limit signs posted anywhere on the entire stretch of roadway. There are no children at play signs. Both of those are concerning. We have pretty extensive and heavy traffic. We counted the other day with a trail cam. There were almost 300 vehicles that went by, including many fully loaded logging trucks, dump trucks. Of course, no one wants us to keep calling every day, but ourselves and other residents on the road will do so if that's what we need to continue to do.
On Wednesday, August 24th, the Club Soda Band played as part of the Kenston Freeman Summer Concert Series in the Town Common. Next week, the Orphans will be concluding the summer concert series with their own performance on Wednesday, August 31st at 6:30 p.m. If you want to catch live shows, head down to the Common at 6:30, or you can tune in and watch reruns of the shows throughout the concert series this season on Pemmy Baker TV, channel 1302, or our YouTube channel. Reminder that school starts next week for SAU 48 and Plymouth State University on Monday, August 29th. And that means PBTV's coverage of Bobcat athletics is just around the corner. We'll be covering select games throughout the fall season with full coverage of the football slate, home and away. Visit our website for the full broadcast schedule. That will do it for this edition of This Week in Plymouth. For our executive producer and Jonathan Picard, I'm Dan Salzer. And remember, if you have something you'd like to discuss on the show or information you'd like us to share with the public, feel free to contact us at the information on your screen. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.